This is Michael Wilson. We're looking at embracing the non-materialistic essence. So, godly examples from the early church. Let's do it, my friends. In the vibrant mosaic of the early Christian church, we see tiles of faith, love, and devotion, and it's a remarkable pattern that has emerged. It is a non materialistic attitude that speaks volumes about the transformative power of a life anchored in the Messiah Jesus. So, as we delve into the pages of history, we discover shining examples of individuals who, inspired by the teachings of Jesus and guided by the Holy Spirit, embraced a worldview transcending the allure of material wealth. And in this day and age, that is stunning. And in this day and age, Jesus is compelling us to pick up that lifestyle of not being consumed with what we can get, but being transformed by what we give. So here are some godly examples, not only illuminated the path for believers in their time, but they're inspiring us today. There's the Acts community. It was a shared life of generosity. In the book of Acts, we witness the formation of a unique community among early Christians. Acts 2:44 and 45 recounts all the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold their property and their possessions, and they gave it to anyone who had need. So, this selfless sharing of resources created a non materialistic ethos that emphasized communal well being over personal accumulation. The early Christians, fueled by the Holy Spirit, demonstrated their true wealth lay in the richness of relationships and a shared commitment to love one another. Then there's the witness of Barnabas. He had an open handed heart. The life of Barnabas stands out as a testament to the beauty of generosity and detachment from material possessions. In Acts 4:36 to 37, we learned that Barnabas sold a field that he owned, think of selling your 401k off, and brought the money to the apostles to distribute to those in need. He gave of his own security to take care of the needs of his brothers and sisters. And his selfless act exemplifies a heart unburdened by materialism, just gone from his life. And he chose to invest in the eternal treasures of compassion and care. His brothers and sisters meant more to him than his own life. And then we have the example of Lydia. She had a philanthropic heart. In Acts 16, 14 to 15, we encounter Lydia. She's a businesswoman whose heart was open to God's message. And after her conversion, Lydia not only welcomed Paul and Silas into her home, but insisted on their staying. Her hospitality extended beyond mere words, reflecting a non-materialistic attitude that recognized the significance of using one's resources for the kingdom work. And then there's Paul. Paul led a life of detachment. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Philippians, unveils a profound secret, contentment in any circumstance. He said, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. So Paul's life illustrates a non-materialistic attitude anchored in a deep trust of God's provision. His focus on spiritual riches over earthly position challenges us to reevaluate our priorities. And what are our priorities? What are our priorities? Is it giving to others? Is it caring for them? Is it compassion for God's people? Is it compassion for the poor? Or is it how much can we accumulate? How many houses can we own? How many cars can we drive? How many 401k commitments can we make? What college can we go to? We need to think about it. So here's the bottom line. As we reflect on these godly examples, and they're from the early church, but they're also from today, There's a common thread that binds them, a profound understanding that material possessions, while not inherently evil, must be held with open hands. The early Christians, guided by the Holy Spirit, embraced a non materialistic attitude that prioritized love, generosity, and contentment. Their lives serve as beacons, shining to guide us to navigate the complexities of a materialistic world with a spirit of detachment anchored in the enduring truth of the good news. May we be inspired to cultivate a non materialistic heart, reflecting the transformative power of the Holy Spirit in our lives. And that's some mighty good news, brothers and sisters.